Today I'm sewing my favorite pajama pattern. It's my second time making it Simplicity 8520. I've sewn a size 10 with only one modification. I used an invisible zipper instead of a standard zipper, only because I didn't have a long enough standard zipper on hand. This knit jumpsuit is super comfy, especially in this soft fleecy bamboo knit. It has front patch pockets and wide cuffs along the sleeves and the legs. It's cute and perfect for cold winter nights. Let's sew it now. Here is one of my front pocket pieces, and we're going to press the curved edge. First, we'll fold and press it to the wrong side by 5/8 of an inch, and once that's pressed, we'll tuck the raw edge underneath to create a rolled hem. Also pressing that in place. Then I'll sew that curved hem in place, sewing close to the inner folded edge, feeling through the fabric to feel where that fold is so I can stitch from the right side. Then we'll fold the bottom, top, and short side edge to the wrong side by 5/8 of an inch. Transfer your pocket placement markings onto the right side of your front piece. Place the wrong side of the pocket onto the right side of the front piece, aligning your markings and securing in place. For the top, bottom, and side edges, we're going to edge stitch close to the outer folds. And for the center front edge, we're going to baste in place. Here is one of my back pieces. I'm going to place the corresponding front piece right sides together with the back piece and pin the inner leg seam. Sew with a 5/8 inch seam allowance, press the seam open, and repeat for both front and back leg sets. To reinforce the zipper area for a later step, I've gone ahead and pressed knit interfacing to this section, from the top of the front piece to the notch. Now I'll turn this joined front and back unit to the right side and place the opposite set of front and back pieces right sides together with this set. Pin together from the top of the back piece along the crotch curve to the notch on the front pieces. Then we'll sew this section with a 5/8 inch seam allowance once again from the top around the curve to the notch. And to reinforce, we'll stitch it once more right on top of the original stitching. Here are my front pieces, and I'm going to start attaching the raglan sleeves. I'll place the corresponding sleeve along the front piece, right sides together, aligning the notches and pin in place. I'll repeat to attach the remaining sleeve to the opposite side on the front piece. Now I'll sew both sleeves in place to the front pieces with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. So here is one front piece with its attached sleeve. I'll flip up the back piece so that the back piece is aligned with its side of the raglan sleeve and pin in place. Repeating for both back sleeve sections. Sew the back sleeve seams with a 5/8 inch seam allowance in the same way as we did for the front. Fold and press your neckband in half, wrong sides together. Then we'll place our neckband right sides together with the neckline. I've applied knit stay tape to the neckline to add a little bit of stability as I apply the neckband. I'll align the short raw edges with the center fronts and pin in place around the neckline, matching the dots and notches. Note that you will be stretching the neckband to fit the neckline. Sew from center front to center front with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and press the seam downward. Now that the neckband is sewn, you can also choose to top stitch the seam allowance, which is pressed downward, with about a 1/4 inch seam allowance from the outside. For the center front opening, I'm going to be using an invisible zipper. If you're using a regular zipper, refer to the pattern instructions. I'm going to open up my zipper and press open the coils. Then I'll place the zipper right sides together with the center front so that the top zipper stop is about 1/4 of an inch away from the top collar edge. And I'll pin in place so that the teeth are 5/8 of an inch away from the raw edge. Then I'll sew from the top of the zipper using my zipper foot all the way down to the notch on the front piece, where our stitches ended previously. Now that one side is attached, I'll close my zipper so I can align the opposite side. I'll turn the garment inside out so that I can now place the opposite open end of the zipper tape along the opposite center front, right sides together. Having the zipper closed temporarily will help us to make sure that we're aligning the landmarks such as the tops and bottoms of the pocket and the tops of the collar, and pin in place. Making sure once again that the zipper teeth are 5/8 of an inch away from the raw edge on this side as well. Now that I'm sure everything is aligned, I'll open up my zipper and sew close to the zipper teeth with your zipper foot from the top to the notch, just as we did on the other side. Now that my invisible zipper is applied, I'll open up the zipper and I'll fold back the top of the tape so that it's not visible from the outside. Taper that tape edge out of the way so that it's angled but still sitting on top of the seam allowance, and you can hand stitch it or machine stitch it in place to the seam allowance only. Repeat on both sides of the zipper tape. Now I'll turn the garment inside out so the front and back are right sides together. And we'll sew the side seams as well as the underarm seams. Then we'll sew from the bottom of the sleeve, across the underarm seam, all the way down to the bottom of the side leg with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. Repeat on both sides of the garment. Fold each of your sleeve bands in half, right sides together, aligning the notches, and pin in place. Sew each seam with a 5/8 inch seam allowance and press the seams open. Then we'll fold each of these bands wrong sides together and place them right sides together with the bottoms of the sleeves, aligning the raw edges, the seams, and the notches, and pin in place. Repeat to prepare and attach your leg cuffs. We're going to sew the cuffs to the bottoms of the sleeves and the bottoms of the legs in the same way. First with a 5/8 inch seam allowance, then once again with a 3/8 inch seam allowance, and press the seams toward the leg and toward the sleeve. Now the knit jumpsuit is complete. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future sewing tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.